Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we're sitting down to have a talk about whether gut health could really be at the root of your health problems. So before we dive in, we just wanted to talk a bit about how the gut is involved in our health and how our gut can really affect our overall health.
So a fact that we talk about often on our channel is that our gut is home to a complex microbiome. So the trillions of bacteria that make up our gut microbiome affect just about every area of our health, whether it's our skin or our weight or hormone balance, all kinds of things. So number one, our microbiome is one of the reasons why our gut health is so important, and having a healthy balance in our microbiome.
So the other really important factor is that our gut and our gut microbiome impacts our immune system. So about 70% of our immune system actually resides in and around our gut. So this is because, as we're digesting food, there's a lot of different particles and foreign particles that can come through. So our immune system is located there so that it can take care of those things. So really, no matter what your goal is or no matter what kind of health problems you're suffering with, looking towards the gut is a really great place to start.
So before we jump into symptoms which could be related to poor gut health, we're going to talk about two conditions which are increasingly common in our Western society. So the first is gut dysbiosis. So dysbiosis is basically where we have an imbalance of the good and bad bacteria and yeasts and fungi which are in our gut. And this can lead to all kinds of problems, really.
So one that tends to get a lot of focus is Candida or Candida albicans. So this is a type of yeast that resides in our gut, but there can really be an overgrowth of any number of species that are pathogenic or harmful to our health.
In a way, it's kind of funny when we focus on Candida overgrowth. Really, a Candida overgrowth means we've got probably overgrowths and imbalances and a whole bunch of different things, things that would control Candida naturally. It can really bring with it some uncomfortable symptoms depending what is overgrown. Some harmful bacteria strains, cause a lot of diarrhea, and we all know that Candida yeast or other yeast overgrowths can have very uncomfortable symptoms for men and women.
So the other thing is that a dysbiosis can contribute to a condition known as leaky gut or intestinal permeability. So this is basically where the tight junctions that line our gut start to widen, and large particles, in particular large proteins as well as toxins, bacterial endotoxins, leak across the gut lining and into our bloodstream. And because, as we said before, the immune system resides in and around our gut, so our immune system responds to those large proteins and we have this low-grade systemic immune response. And over time this can lead to a number of different health conditions.
Many that center around the immune system, obviously, like sensitivities, allergies, autoimmune conditions is one that's quite nasty. So that's where the immune system has kind of lost its sense of self versus foreign and can attack different tissues throughout the body. There are a lot of different autoimmune conditions which are on the rise.
So we've discussed a few symptoms, but we'll jump into it in a bit more detail. So in particular with autoimmunity, you could be someone that's suffering from rheumatoid arthritis or Hashimoto's, psoriasis, even eczema is something that they may or may not be autoimmune in different cases. So that is one major bucket of conditions which we link back to the gut in many cases. Another one is other skin conditions like hives. Again, eczema is not always necessarily autoimmune, and then also acne can be strongly associated with gut health. And then other things as well that are really interesting include a lot of mental conditions, so things like anxiety and depression, which are really, really common in our society today.
And it's interesting to note that a lot of the skin conditions that manifest from gut problems also go hand in hand with anxiety. So many acne sufferers suffer also with depression or anxiety, or people with eczema often have anxiety. I personally experienced some intense anxiety at the time that my skin flared up, and it was completely independent of the skin being bad. It actually started a fraction before my skin, and that cleared up as my gut health improved. So mood disorders, anxiety, depression.
And then obviously we have digestive symptoms. So if you're someone that suffers from IBS in a way is sometimes regarded as a label that they put on people that they're just not sure what is going on. So you just have digestive symptoms. So, if you've got diarrhea, constipation, bloating, reflux, Anything that has to do with your digestive system, that is probably going to be related to, you know, a dysbiosis or a leaky gut.
And a couple of sneaky ones which you may not have connected the dots on include B vitamin deficiencies and also mineral deficiencies. So when the gut isn't working properly, when we have leaky gut, so it's not just that the tight junctions are widened. In many cases, we also have damage to the microvilli, which provide that nice surface area to absorb nutrition from our food. So as the gut becomes damaged and inflamed, we actually can't extract the nutrition from what we eat very well at all. So the interesting thing is that we could be eating a really clean and healthy diet that's very nutrient dense, but if the gut just isn't working, then it's really not getting through.
Yeah, and the bacteria in our gut, there's specific strains that help to produce B vitamins actually. So, you know, if you've got a dysbiosis, potentially you have less of those strains that are helping with your B vitamin production. So which can add to stress.
Exactly, so if you have low stress tolerance, that's another thing that you may want to look into.
And then the last one that we wanted to mention is if you're having a hard time losing weight, you've got stubborn weight,
particularly around the middle.
Yeah, looking at your gut health is a really important factor, and we actually mentioned this in our 5 reasons why you might not be losing weight video. So if you want to learn a bit more about that and how leaky gut can contribute to weight gain, definitely click on over to that video and we will leave that in the down bar.
So if you're interested in learning more about gut dysbiosis, leaky gut, some of the risk factors that you may or may not have, and then also the symptoms that we spoke about in this video, then head on over to the full blog post. So that will be in far more detail for you. And if you do think that gut health is an issue for you and you're looking to start the healing process, we will mention that we have a video, if you haven't watched it already, about the week 1 gut healing and how to get started. And that links through to a full meal plan for your first week. So make sure to check that out.
So as always, if you have any questions for us, we'd love to see them in the comments below and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you are enjoying these videos about gut health, let us know by giving this video a big thumbs up. Other than that, I guess we'll see you in our next video. Bye guys.